The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Whether you're new to sales or a lifetime veteran, the Blackbelt Sales Podcast will sharpen your sword and guide you to master the art of sales. And now, here's your host, the ninja himself, Gene Slade.
Hey, thanks for sticking with us, guys. If you are joining us live, will you please do what we call pay the fee and go down in the comments and just put live in the comments. Also, if you're watching it on a replay, will you please put replay in the comments? Helps us to know where a lot of our audience is tuning in. Also helps us to get this out to more people. And that's what we call paying the fee here at the Blackbelt Sales Podcast. Don, yes. Thanks again for coming on with me today. What are we going to talk about?
Hey, we've had requests for role plays, and we're hearing a lot of guys talking about people that can't get an answer out of people. Right. So we've had to teach how to do follow-up, but, let's just close it while we're there. How do you handle, I want to delay giving you a decision. I want to, I'll call you after I get my Christmas under control. I'll call you after I pay off my, this credit card. I'll call you after I get my tax refund. I want to delay giving you a decision. And that's a big part of it. And again, if you're on live and you would like to hear a role play about something else, again, breathe easy, indoor air quality, system, inverters, put that down in the comments and we'll work it in maybe next time. So y'all can request what you'd like to hear a role play from Gene, and I'll do my best to hold him to it. So let's talk about that.
We're putting it back on me again today.
Yeah,
we'll see about that.
Last time you aced me and I looked bad, so I don't know if I should try again or if I should.
It's a chance for redemption.
or is it redemption? You're right. You got me. But we have fun with it, and that is awesome. So
let's set the stage then. What kind of call are we on? What are we talking about role playing this morning?
Yeah, let's go with it's a system sale. Could have some breathe easy, could have some duct work, but it's not just a service ticket. It's a little bigger than that type deal. It's an upgrade, and their system's still working. We know that if you show up at the house and it is broken and they don't they're going to make a decision to get it back operating. But how do you close the other ones where it's more of an upgrade situation? It's one that they can delay giving you a decision and still have heat, right? This time of year, they can still have heat. So that's where we want to start. And as a customer, you're probably going to give an objection. Well, which one do you like, Gene? Throw it out there.
Well, I think it's important to say first that the client really does need to want whatever it is that we're quoting.
Sure.
Right? Because if there's no desire there, if I haven't created that, no close in the world is going to work, right? Closing is supposed to be the easy part. Like the hard part should have been before, when we were getting them excited about it, or getting them excited really about the negativity of the situation or the position that they're in. So we'll have to assume that when we do this role play that has already happened, that the need is established. The client really does want it, but they're trying to hide something, right? If we're free, would they wait?
Sure. And we're far down the end. You have already done your heat load. You've already built the need. The size. You've talked through some. They picked a package, maybe two, something of that nature, and then they just say, that's great. I'll do it after my tax refund. I'll do it after I get these Christmas bills under control. Who knows exactly but it's all of these fall in that same category of I want to delay giving you a decision. It might sound like I need to think about it. It might sound like I need to talk to the spouse, but we're hearing a lot more, delay on Christmas or no sense of urgency. And again, that may be part of saying too, is you have to make sure you work in your sense of urgency. But what do we do? What do we do from there? So they give us that. first is, diffuse the situation. Oh, that's not a problem. Okay, no problem. That's not a problem. And that way they can feel a little relaxed with you. That's the first part. I've heard some of these role plays, other guys, and they start to sound confrontational. They start to sound like you're trying to hard close the person. And that's not where you want to go with this. This is just a light conversation. Okay, that's not a problem. A few things left before I take off, but is there any doubt in your mind as to the necessity to really get rid of this old furnace you've got here?
No, there's not.
Why? Why do you feel that way?
Well, because it's old. It's been breaking down on me, and I'm going to be here for a while. So,
yeah, and really the parts are hard to find, and when we can find them, the prices just keep getting more and more expensive, and it takes a while to get repairs, and the cost, and if there's no warranty, and you can just about get a new system with a warranty for what you're overpaying on your utility bills. So yeah, I agree with you. Something's got to be done about this old system. Is there any doubt in your mind as to my ability or the ability of my company to get this job done right for you, and that there's no way that you could, having us do the work could be a wrong decision?
No, I don't think so.
Why? Why do you feel why do you feel that way?
Well, I hear you guys' ads on the radio. I see your trucks all over town. I mean, you seem like a nice guy.
Yeah, I agree with you. And we're in over 7,000 homes a year, so we know the codes, we know the construction, we know what works and what doesn't. Your job's not going to be a testing ground or a training ground. We're going to get this job done right for you the first time, which will save you so much frustration, time, and money. And with our company, you get a satisfaction guarantee, which means there is no way you can waste your money when you do business with us. So yeah, I agree with you. We are the company to do really this type of work for you. So level with me. How do you feel about the money?
It's a lot of money.
Can you tell me more about that? Can you say more about that?
I mean, it's just, we're talking about $25,000 here, and my neighbor just replaced all his stuff, and I think he told me he paid like 18.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Would you like to know why more people choose us to do this type of work, regardless of any difference in price?
There's so much going on in this role play that I wish we could unpack.
Yeah, really, and maybe we've jumped around a little bit, but the first part of it is back to just talking this through. I want to think about it, I want to delay. If it were free, they wouldn't delay, right? No. There wouldn't be a reason.
So, they'd be like, can you do it now?
Yeah. So that, there'd be a line around your office waiting on when's my turn if they were all free. So that's not the business that we're in.
So the real objection was not, I need to put it off. In this circumstance, the objection turned out to be what, y'all? What did it turn out to be? Put it down in the comments. I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
What were you paying attention? What was the actual real objection? What was it, Don?
Real objection was money, but my perception was this should have been closer to 18,000 because that's what my friend paid. So it was, I had a preconceived notion, and when it came up more than that, it gave me the deer in the headlights look.
So what technique did we potentially miss then if this type of situation came up? What did we potentially not do in the beginning of the call? Do you see it?
Yeah, I would say price conditioning.
Exactly.
We didn't lead ourselves to have higher prices, middle prices, lower prices. We may have presented just one choice.
I could have potentially avoided this entire thing, everyone, if in the beginning I'd say, have you ever purchased a new heating and air conditioning system before? They're like, no, we haven't. Well, just so you know, we've had clients spend as much as $40,000 on a whole new heating and air conditioning system with all the ductwork and all the fancy indoor air quality products that are available today. We've also had people spend as little as $6,000. but most of our clients spend around 15 to 20, right? If I had done that in the beginning, when the price came out at 25, they could have remembered, hey, he said that there were a range of prices. This is specifically tailored to me, my needs, and my house. And quite possibly that objection doesn't come up anymore and they just sign, right? So that's why the process is so important. And that's what we were talking about earlier. You know, you got to set these things up right. So you got two things today. You got how to get to the price objection, which is what we just role played. And then you also just got how to price condition your clients up front in the first 20, 25 minutes before you go off and start doing your manual J or whatever it is, your plumbing inspection, your electrical inspection, whatever it might be. You want a price condition.
Price condition as the service tech who might turn it over. And now the comfort advisor's coming into a much better situation. And really a comfort advisor needs to double check was there that price conditioning and can do it again or do it for the first time if the technician hasn't done it. It's important for that thing to happen.
How would the comfort advisor open up that conversation, Don, with the client to find out whether or not they've been price conditioned? Would he say, did they price condition you?
Yeah, I doubt it would be that phrase, but you definitely want to check that, the technician mentioned, having me out here. And have you ever had to replace a system in your house before? I would say this is kind of built into the takeaway is what I'm really going with it. And what I mean by that is when a comfort advisor shows up on a turnover or an estimate lead, make a point to say, why would you want a new system? Why would you want a new system? And as my technician probably mentioned, you can spend as much as, and you're right back into the conversation. As you probably know, as my technician might have mentioned, some little transition, and then just go back through the same phrase. We've had clients spend as much as, use your real numbers. You might hear us say 25, 8, 12. Find out your real numbers. If you're a comfort advisor, what is the most you've ever done for a system?
Or take your expensive system and ductwork and everything and bundle it together and find out how much that costs.
Exactly.
Right? How much does it cost to rewire the average house? How much does it cost to replumb an average house?
Yes.
Right.
And it's okay to throw those numbers out. I wanted to say one thing, because we hear this a lot, is people say I always give them options. And I'm guilty of it too. We talk a lot about options. Just change that slight mentality to say there are choices that our clients get. Options have started to sound like we're salespeople. You got options to add to your car, in the finance department, they throw those at you. But there's just a couple of quick choices that you can make and we can get you set up. So choices is a word that I want to start getting people to think and add to their repertoire. So I know we had a quick time today. I just really wanted to make sure we got that out there. So something about, we've got a big training class coming up, and I wanted to make sure we mention that to everyone. We do these things 2 or 3 times a week. Business owners are in one on Wednesday. Service techs, comfort advisors are on Tuesday, Thursday. We've got several of these things going all the time, but we've got this big thing coming up. Tell us about that, Gene.
So, guys, January 24th through the 28th. If you want information on this class, you need to put mansion down in the comments. But the 24th through the 28th, it's a Wednesday night through a Sunday morning. You leave Sunday morning. We've got a 16,000 square foot mansion that we've rented out with this big theater in it, and we'll be doing training in there for 3 solid days. All right. In the evenings, we'll be hanging out together. We'll be actually living on property with you. And it's a smaller, more tight-knit type of class. And we've got a couple of seats left. So your guys are going to learn how to sell indoor air quality, water treatment stuff. We go over stuff with electricians. Mainly the 5 steps of the sales process is what we really lay the foundation for. And the biggest thing that they're going to come away with is how to get a client to come to their own conclusion that something needs to be done. And some of you talk about this in different terms. You talk about it as a sense of urgency, right? Are you having a difficult time getting your clients to see that it really is urgent? Are you having a difficult time building that sense of urgency? If so, this is going to change your life forever and probably the trajectory of generations that come after you. And I am not bullshitting right now. All right. You've got to make it out to this next class, 24th through the 28th. If you want information on that, just put class or mansion down in the comments. You can also, there's a website for it too, but I don't exactly know what that is. I'll see if I can't get that posted down in the comments as well for you guys. We've got a quick video that we'll show you on that, and then Don is going to finish all of this up for you guys because I've got to go get on a sales call. Cool.
Thanks,
Don,
Gene.
thanks for joining me today, guys. If you're live, put live down in the comments for me, pretty please. I really appreciate it. Thank you in advance. If you're watching on a replay, put replay down in the comments, and we will see you very soon. Let's go ahead and roll that video. Hey guys, we're here in Reunion, Florida at this beautiful mansion called Grand Holla, and I thought that you guys might want to see what's going on inside. That's how I know I've tapped into their subconscious. And some salespeople will not close until they've been able to follow the customer and lead them at least once. Okay? Now, look, I'm not telling you to do this. What I'm telling you is to get the process down that I'm going to share with you before you try to go to 2.0.
So I'm an apprentice right now. I've been working for about 6 to 7 months. So I've never been to a sales event. This is my first time ever working anything with sales in particular. It's a lot of information, a lot of good information, and I'm really eager to learn. I guess one of my favorite highlights is just the interaction that Gene has with everyone. He seems to really care about the people. And I think that's something that a lot of other people don't do. They just kind of give information to you and that's it. But Gene really cares about you. He shows that he wants you to make money. He wants you to do better. And another highlight is I'm here with the company. A lot of people here are great. They're very nice people. The house is amazing. And it's just a lot of fun. It's a good experience.
I am Director of Strategic Partnerships. I've been with this company about 8.5 years. I've been to another one of the Lead Ninja events back in May, June. Being here a second time, I just feel like I retained a lot more than the first time. I would say that it's going to change your life and pay for itself. To see people come into it and embrace the training and really change what they're doing. A lot of people here are tech or business owners that just don't have that sort of customer service sales side of it. Well, I see some of the techs and business owners are back from last time, and they've really made some changes in their business and a greater sales, greater confidence, just a whole different outlook on their business.
If someone was considering coming to this class and they were worried about the money, I would say that it's actually cheaper to come than to not come. Because what you're going to get out of the class is going to make you way more than you could have ever imagined. Last year, 2022, I was a service tech / sales tech for 7 months of the year. And at the end of the year, I swapped over to a company advisor role. I finished the year at $3 million. This year, I attended the Lead Ninja Mastermind event from the end of May to June. And the last 2 months, I've sold over $500,000. So in 2 months, I've sold over $1 million, and I'm tracking to do roughly $5 million.
A few months ago, I decided to come by myself and just check it out to see what he had to offer before I invested bringing several of my employees just to see if we're on the same page. Like I say, I knew Gene on Facebook, but not personally, so I came and checked it out probably 3-4 months ago. So I've been a part of ESI, Clockwork, Nexstar, which They're all great programs. I had no problems with them. But this program just feels a little bit more personal. My company name is Family's Choice Electrical because family is very important to me. And this training just has more of a family atmosphere where Gene cares about you. It's much deeper than that. This is like a family atmosphere. And that's why I brought several of my guys this time. And the camaraderie, I think that's what the difference is that you're not just a number. It's almost like joining the family. So I tried to explain to my guys what's going on. They had a little more confidence. I went ahead and enrolled several of my guys in the classes that they have weekly, and instantly their average tickets went up, their confidence went up, and so basically I couldn't wait till this training course to bring my guys, and man, I can't wait till Monday. Usually it's like Monday, it's like, oh man, where's the weekend going? But now that I'm here, the guys are learning, they're excited, they're ecstatic and just going, oh my goodness, I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's a whole culture change, and just to have the whole company just excited and ready to go to work, I mean, that's worth it alone, let alone the 10Xing.
I can say about Gene, and I've, worked and met many speakers, coaches, trainers. This guy, he knows his stuff. And not only does he know his stuff, he comes from a background of somebody who just didn't read a bunch of books and just figured stuff out. He's been out in the trenches. He's been out in the field. He's talking from experience. So all the strategies he uses and the processes he uses these and has used them for many years. So the guy's a master at what he does. So if you're in his industry and in his field, this is the guy beyond a shadow of a doubt you want to learn from. And when you just take a couple minutes to listen to his work, you'll be convinced without a shadow of a doubt that this guy can teach you something and take you to the next level. And if you're a business owner as well, he'll take your entire business to another level. Not only will he do that for you as a business owner, but also for your team members.
Thanks, guys, for watching that. If you're still here, just again, there is a phone number you can call, you can text. You've got the information. Gene runs the class. I do end up doing 2, 3, 4 hours a day, but my job is to do the role play section of it. So once you've learned it, we then sit down around the pool, around the kitchen table, wherever, and we just practice it over and over until you can leave there with phrases and things that just make a huge difference. So we're excited about it. Put live or replay down there, as well as let people know about this, and then contact you or put your information down there, and we'll get you the information. So y'all have a great day. Good luck. Thanks for y'all's time.